The Great Pyramids of Giza are the only remaining example of one of the original 7 wonders of the world. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Temple of Artemis, the Colossus of Rhodes, and the Statue of Zeus at Olympia have all been reduced to ashes and memories. Instead, they are 7 brand new wonders of our age. They are the Stonehenge and Acropolis of our time. Thus, they can also be witnessed personally. These are 7 new wonders of the world for 2023. 7. The Sardine Run, South Africa. One of the most amazing things to happen in the ocean is the Sardine Run. Tens of millions of sardines migrate along South Africa's wild coast each year from May through July. According to estimates, its biomass rivals even that of Africa's annual Great Migration of wild beasts. Shoals can be up to 9 kilometers long. The activity in the water is so intense that it can be seen from an airplane. Yet the sardines are only part of the story. Many great white sharks, orcas, and other predators follow them and herd them into closely packed bait balls to make them easier to catch. It is a massive feeding frenzy. 6. The Lake District, Great Britain. It has developed into the most well-known long-distance hike in the nation, covering 190 miles across northern England from St. Bees on the Irish Sea to Robin Hood Bay on the North Sea. There are several highlights, but without a doubt, the Lake District region is the most gorgeous of all. This cherished national park is teeming with wonders, including Scafell Pike, the 3,209-foot highest peak in England, Lake Windermere, the park's largest body of water, Stokgul Force, one of the nation's most magnificent waterfalls, and more. 5. Cappadocia, Turkey. One of the most peculiar views on Earth is this extraterrestrial expanse of huge rock spires known as fairy chimneys, which are streaked in red and ochre with sculpted tops. But what makes Cappadocia genuinely unique is what's inside of them. Around 1200 BC, houses were first chiseled into the rock by people. This isn't your usual cavern, though. The rock dwellings of Cappadocia are works of beauty with complex facades, doors, windows, and staircases cut from the mountain interior. Entire villages have been hollowed out like underground skyscrapers. 4. Tiger's Nest Monastery, Bhutan. With the tallest mountains in the world surrounding it and a distinctly Himalayan culture, the nation is truly amazing in many respects. But Parotaxing, also known as Tiger's Nest Monastery, is unique. This complex of 4 Buddhist temples and residential buildings, with whitewashed walls, brilliant red roofs, and golden and domed ceilings, is perched essentially on the edge of a cliff 3,000 feet above the Paro Valley. In the 8th century, Guru Rinpoche, one of the pioneers of Buddhism in the area, is thought to have meditated in the cave where the monastery now stands. The 2-hour journey there is difficult, but if you succeed, you might just experience some of the enlightenment he sought. 3. Saudi Arabia's AlUla. It is situated in the center of Saudi Arabia's northwest desert, much of which is still unexplored. Less than 5% of the site has, according to estimates, been dug up. The UNESCO World Heritage Site of Hegra is renowned for its ornate monumental tombs carved into stark red sandstone cliffs. AlUla Old Town is a maze of now-abandoned mud brick homes scattered with the earthy tones of the desert. There is historical rock art, as well as restaurants run by renowned chefs, such as Mariah, which is perched atop the largest mirror structure on Earth. 2. Perito Moreno Glacier, Argentina. Many people agree that Perito Moreno is the world's most stunning glacier. This enormous, jagged wall of turquoise ice spans more than 100 square miles and is about 200 feet high. It is found in El Glacier's National Park in Patagonia's furthest southernmost region. It has great power. When huge icebergs calve into Lake Argentina's azure waters, you can hear the thunder of the ice breaking as you hike to a viewpoint or take a boat up to the glacial wall. They float across the water in dazzling shapes and glistening colors, dwarfed by the enormous tongue of ice from which they are born. They sparkle in the sun like crystals. 1. Paris, France's Mount Saint-Michel. Construction on this astounding Benedictine abbey in the Gothic style, renowned as the wonder of the West in the Middle Ages, began in 1023, exactly 1,000 years ago. Half a mile out to sea in the Bay of Mont Saint-Michel. It is perched atop a rocky outcrop and appears to be teetering on the edge of a fairy tale. The bay, which straddles the boundary between Brittany and Normandy, has the biggest tidal range in all of Europe, with spring tides reaching about 50 feet. Walking through the extensive sandflats that surround the abbey barefoot is conceivable during low tide. It seems to float on the water like an ocean mirage during high tide. It took 500 years to finish and attracted travelers from all around the world. These are 7 new wonders of the world for 2023. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.